Hi guys, this is my very first tutorial, so bear with me if it's a little bit chunky. But I wanted to illustrate what I've said in my ebook and show you just some common problems that we faced when we were using Book Creator. And these are things that I didn't think about beforehand, but they came up in class and they were just some frustrations. So the first one, which is number 1, is that not only did I forget to ask my kids to explicitly write their names on their book covers so that when they sent them to me I would know who did it. That was mistake number 1. But another mistake was that at the very bottom of Book Creator there's an option for students to type in the book title and the author name, and I never had them do this. So just a heads up that you'll want to have them fill in this information so that when they do send the file anywhere, if it's to you or to a drive or whatever, that it has this information embedded already so that all the files don't get mixed up and then you don't know who has written what. So that's actually a very easy fix. All you have to do is tap on that section that's at the very bottom and then you get this screen that pops up. So simply have students hit the X's to erase the text that's already there, and they can type in the title name and the author and then touch anywhere outside the book, and then it will automatically save as the file name. And here you see I've corrected it so that now when I send the file anywhere it's going to be called All About the Rainforest by John, and I can clearly see who wrote the book. Here we have problem number 2, which is the student has a whole bunch of blank pages at the end of their book that we ultimately need to get rid of. Now, I finally was able to teach my students how to do this themselves. It's not really that hard, but I will show you how to do that now. If you go to the Pages section at the very top, it will show you all the pages that are in a book, and then obviously on this one we have a lot of white ones that we need to get rid of. So just like you would move apps around on your iPhone or iPad, you touch any one of these pages and hold until they start to wiggle. And then once they start to wiggle, you tap them one more time and you get this pop-up that comes. And then you can see here that it's just a matter of touching and tapping each one to make them disappear. So finally you will have cleaned up your book, the file size will be smaller, and you get rid of all those unwanted pages. And the last problem that we were having happens with a lot of apps actually, where Book Creator does not recognize photos, it doesn't access the camera roll, and it also may not access the microphone. That's simply a problem with your setting. So you just have to go into Settings and then check first under Book Creator and make sure that the photos are turned on so that Book Creator has access to your photos. And also look under Privacy, which is another section on the left, and check not only the photos but also the microphone, just to make sure that both of those are turned on. So I know these are kind of small, but you can see that Book Creator here is turned on green, and so it is down here as well. So with this particular iPad I would have access to both the photos and the microphone, and my student would have no problem recording or using pictures on the camera roll.